Hey there, I'm right here from Internet Media. Today we're going to be looking at a very simple tool to use, the text tool, and settings of the text tool. Stay with me. So many might say, what is it to learn about the text tool? But we are going to find out right now. Alright, holding my pick tool, I'm going to pick the text tool from the toolbox. This is the text tool. So there are so many settings to the text tool, but we are going to start from the beginning. So you click on your page to write. Alright, I'm going to write something like Alright, as you can see, this is a very simple text record that I wrote on this page. Okay, so as other objects, okay, the text tool has the handles that you can use to, increase the size, right? Or what is it called? Or shrink it. Alright, let me undo that. Or you can shrink it towards this place anyhow you want. Let me undo that too. Okay, so if I click again, it also has other functionalities of the other tools like rotation handle and the skewing handle. So you can rotate and you can skew. Alright, I'll undo that. So let me click back and get my text back. Alright, you can fill the text, alright, with any color you want, and you can give it an outline by right clicking anyhow you want it. Okay, so let me undo that too. Now let me give it one color. Now one other thing you can do, let's say you want to edit this text immediately, you can double click on it, and where you want to start editing, double click on it, and the cursor, it changes to the text tool, right? It starts blinking so that you can start editing anything you want to do. Alright, so now I've started editing. I can go back to my pick tool, alright, bring this text here. So if I change this tool to the shape tool, you see it doesn't actually change like it changes in the basic shapes. Okay, so it brings out some nodes too, like in the basic shapes, then brings out a different type of handle, the conning handle. Alright, so these nodes I can choose them, and when I choose, I can shift the particular alphabet which is connected to the node. I can shift it to anywhere I want, right? I can shift it anywhere, I can move it anywhere around the page, anyhow I want it. I'm going to undo that. So you can hold on Shift key and choose multiple alphabets, right? Move them around like you want. You can also use the arrow key to move them around like you want. Okay, so I'm going to undo that. Alright, so one other thing you can do, you can actually click and select anyone you want to with the mark key, want to adjust with the mark key and adjust it anyhow you want it. Alright, so what does the conning tool do? The conning tool helps you space out the alphabets from each other. So you can do it this way, or you can use the notes to do that. Alright, so this is how it is, and you can make them come very close to each other, right? Which can help you create some unique designs with your tests depending on what you want. Most times you can use this technique to create logos for yourself, right? Depending on what you want with your logo. Alright, so I'm going to do that back, undo to where it was before. Now, like we said previous videos, when you choose the pick tool or any other tool, it has properties shown here. Alright, this text right here, I can rotate it with this, I can mirror it to the horizontal, it's mirrored to the horizontal, mirror it back, I can mirror it to the vertical side, right? Mirror to the vertical side, put it back. Alright, from here I can change the font of the text. Alright, so these are the fonts that I've installed. Most of them are default fonts that came with the Windows, and some of them are fonts that I've installed, extra fonts that I've installed. Alright, if you want to know how to install extra fonts in your PC, I'm going to drop a video for that, so check it out. So you can choose any font. Let's say, let me choose this one. Alright, so I've changed the font of the text. Now I can change the size, alright? I can come over here and choose any size I want, alright? If I'm satisfied, then I leave it, or I can resize it with the handle anyhow I want it. Now you can bolden this text. Most of the tests like this one doesn't have the bold feature and doesn't have the italic feature. That's why they are not showing up, but they have the underline feature. So you can underline this text right now. You have your underline. Okay, so you can undo that by still clicking there. So if I choose back the area default, which is a default font, area regular normal. So if I choose it back and choose my text, now you see the bold feature has appeared because the Arial has the bold feature. So if I click here now, it boldens this text, right? If I click here, it italicizes it. If I click here again, it unbolds it. If I click here, it on italicizes it. Okay, so these are the places you can choose the alignment of the text. All right, it's currently at none now. If I click on left, all right, you won't notice anything right here. So let me put more text. Left. Let me write position rather. Okay, so I'm going to click on my enter key to bring this text down. So when I click on none, it still stays on the left. When I click on the left, it's already on the left, so nothing happens. When I click on the center, you see that? The centers it, alright, to make your text align well with each other. Now if I click on right, I already hovered on right, it goes to the right. So you can see the hotkeys here. None is Control N, left is Control L, and other ones, alright? So you can use anyone you want to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to take this text back to where it is. So you have other features that you can use for the test. Now let me say that I want to make only the starting alphabets of these words. We want to make them to be on capital letter or small letter or all caps or all in small letters. You go to text. Once you go to text, you go to change case. Alright, now you can choose, is it a sentence case, is it a lowercase? So if I choose a lowercase right now and click on OK, so all the text goes back to lowercase. Alright, now let's say if I want to go back and choose any other thing, I can come here, I can choose a title case, and it changes all the beginning alphabets to capital letters. Alright, so you can do other things. So if I want to, let's say I'm typing and I want to bring out that feature automatically, I can click on Shift F3. Once I click on Shift F3 as the hotkey for it, now I can choose anyone I want and click on OK. So I'll choose uppercase and click on OK. Now it affects only this one because that's where the cursor is. Alright, let's say I choose all of them and click my Shift F3, then say uppercase. I highlight all of them, then it affects everything. Right, so that's how it works. I'm going to undo that. Alright, that's much of it. There are more the complicated things you can do with your text too. Alright, one other feature that I want to show you is wrapping your text in a box, alright, in a text box. And how do you do that? When you choose your text tool, you can hold on and use your mark key with the text tool, click and drag to any size you want it to be. Okay, then you allow it to be. Now you can, it's having your cursor inside that text. You can type any rubbish you want, alright, or you can import your text into this thing. You can type as many text you want to type into this. Most of the times this feature is used to make books, right, to make novels and textbooks and the rest of it, magazines, right? So these features here are the float feature. Let's say that the text is full here. There's alright, let me try that out. So I've succeeded in filling this text right here with some rubbish inside it. All right, so this is the floating tool, the floating icon. All right, it shows that there are more tests here which you can use. All right, so this is the adjustment handle, so I can adjust this test. Once I adjust it, the test adjusts automatically as I want. So you can figure it out yourself. There's the float tool. You can drag. All right, once you drag it, now it floats this test to this one. All right. All right, so it's pointing towards that. It has floated the text inside this place because it's not containing. It has floated the rest of the text to this side of it. All right, and this place is showing that's a continuation of the float. So you can also adjust anyhow you want. When you adjust, it adjusts automatically. All right, that's much I can take in this lesson. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you get notification when we post new videos for you. See you in the next video.